Welcome to another PC Sportscards PSA Submission Reveal. This is Josh with PC Sportscards, and we have a really good video for you today. If you've never checked out our videos before, we do PSA reveals, BGS reveals. We show you cards that we're sending into PSA. We do this because we are the biggest submitter to PSA, sending over 2,000 cards a week. About 750,000 cards have been sent from PC Sportscards to PSA in the last 4 years. And we started our business this way. We started buying collections, getting cards graded, and flipping them to make money. And we want to share what we've learned with you. If that's valuable to you guys, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you can get alerts every single time we post a video. What we really love about posting these videos is the interaction with you. Please comment and let me know what you think. Let us know what you think. Do you think these videos are helpful? Do you disagree with something we're saying? Do you agree with something we're saying? Is there some way we can make these better? You guys let us know, and we will do what we can to make it work. This is a bulk order, 2023.47. This was sent in early February, about February 3rd. PSA marked it as received February 6th, and it is back on March 3rd. That is 1 month total turnaround time for a bulk order for $19, and that is absolutely amazing. And what we're seeing a lot of orders come back this way. So if you're looking to get cards in, get them back before basketball playoffs, get them in the start of baseball season, you still have time to get those cards in, to get them graded and make money with that grading. This order was about 87% PSA 9 or better, and you'll see throughout the submission we have some older cards in here that will definitely bring those numbers down. This was a very, very strong submission. If you haven't watched our videos before, we like to pick a couple topics to talk about as we go through the submission so we could tell you what we think, whether good, bad, or indifferent. So the first topic we came up with today was that we are looking for new options and new cards to grade. And when we do that, we're going to start evaluating what they sell for raw, what they sell for as a PSA 9 or a PSA 10, and see if the money is in that order. So we took these 10 straight Upper Deck Young Guns cards that came back, looked at the raw value, looked at the PSA 9 value, and the one that really stuck out, well, two really stuck out. Alexei Protas and Dawson Mercer really stepped out to us. And so we dove into the numbers, and Dawson Mercer seems like a relatively easy card to grade. So if you can get a $20 card and get it graded and get over $100 relatively consistently, that is a card that I would definitely look for while I'm searching eBay auctions, blowout forums, Facebook, going to shows. When I go to these places, I need to do research before. And honestly, guys, doing these reveals is one of the things that helps me the most. It helps me the most because I'm seeing what other people are submitting that probably did similar homework. So I think that's one of the most valuable things for me personally. And if you guys are watching these, it's probably going to be helpful for you. So, and that's why the main topic today is expanding your horizons daily. If you're looking to grade cards and looking to submit cards to make money, you don't need to get stuck in buying what you like or collecting what you love or anything like that. You need to figure out what cards grade relatively easy or easy enough and are cheap enough where if you add the grading fee in and you hit the right numbers, you're going to make money. Topps Chrome, one of those products that always grades really well. We know that. But what are we going to learn from this submission? This is a cool card. Otani, Bridwell, Scribner. Lots of good grades here. So this submission, we're going to talk some hockey. We're going to talk about some pre-modern cards. 1989 Barry Sanders card, for example. We're also going to go through a number of cards that got really bad grades. So not only do we show you the good, we show you the bad, and we show you the ugly. But what we're going to do with the cards that came back with bad grades is we're going to look them over, show you the flaws, and help you figure out how to find those flaws. And if you can find the flaws, you'll know what cards not to send, because my strategy is safety first. I want to make sure I'm only sending cards that I think are going to make me money. And if it's borderline, I actually didn't look this Churio over, but I bet we could find out what's wrong with this. I'm going to guess, yep, huge crease going through the back. You see that? Right through here. Extremely large crease going through there. There you go. You could see it going through the whole back of the card. Simply turning this card over would have saved this person 20 bucks. Think about that. That's how easy it is. So many customers, so many people submitting cards, even not through us. Don't look at the back of the card. You have to look at the back. The front usually looks good. Usually it's the back that has the major problems when you're grading cards. So that one wasn't even in my list of cards to show you. So we got a lot of fun stuff that we're going to go through here. The $1,000 challenge, which I know you guys are watching, has been off to a great start. Zach ripped his case live on YouTube and on Instagram, so you could check that out in our live videos that are saved. And he hit some good stuff. He hit a X-Fractor Strider Auto and a bunch of stuff that he's going to send in for grading. So hopefully we get that back in the next month or so, and then he could turn it into the next thing that he's going to do with the money. I've spent about 850 bucks so far. See where it takes me. We'll see where it takes me. I'm sending in about 66% of the cards that I look at. So we got Chronicles, something this is just, I would never grade Chronicles cards. I just don't see the point. And again, I know there's people that are going to be out there that say, you know, grade what you like, and I will say we agree with that. If you're collecting something and you want to be the one that graded it, cool, do it. If you think that it looks nicer in a PSA holder and that's what your collection is, and you can't find the card graded and you have it raw and you just want to send it in, awesome. The main thing that we talk about is how you can use cards and how you can use grading to make money. Now, that money could be for a number of reasons. That money could be to have extra money for your family for vacation. That money could be so you can quit your job and spend more time with your family. That money could be so you could grow your PC and do other things with cards with it. Great. We want to help educate you on how to do that. If that's valuable to you, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed and you have somebody else that it could help, let them hit it. Send them a link and let them watch. So next up, we have Barry Sanders. We got a 7, an 8, and a 10 here. And like, at first glance, obviously these look very similar. I could look at the 8. I see some whiting on both corners on the 8. If I turn the 7 over, it's very off-center and a little bit yellow. So you can see some minor differences. And this one's best centered, obviously, on the back. So what I want to show you here, first of all, obviously very difficult to tell the difference. I would have thought this would have been the 7, this would have been the 8, and this would have been the 10. But it is what it is. $5, $6 raw card, $15 is a PSA 8, $30 almost is a PSA 9, and $122 is a PSA 10. So hitting a PSA 10 is a great grade, only 2,600 out of them. Personally, I wouldn't take my shot with a card like this. I know that if I get a 9, which I have a strong chance of getting a 9 or a 10, that I'll at least break even or only lose a few dollars. But if I want that card, I'm just going to spend the extra money and buy it graded. It's too high of a risk. There's too many that are not going to get a 9 or a 10. And it's just, I could spend $5 plus $20 much more effectively on ultra modern cards. Okay. Not saying you have to. If you enjoy those, do it. All right. Tyrese Halliburton. This is a cool one. We had a BGS 9.5 True Gem that I made a comment on a previous video that I think it was a good idea to send it in to get with BGS because it's a pop one. It's ending, this video is getting posted on Friday morning, so it would have ended last night. Currently at about 18 bucks, which is more than the last PSA 10 sold for. And sometimes you need to look at cards that are popularly graded and potentially send them into an alternate grading company. That wasn't one of the topics I was going to talk about, but I wanted to mention it because I saw that card. A lot of these ultra decade of excellence Jordans, I think there were 15 of them or something like that, and all but one got a 10. I'm not going to show you all of them. This is the stack that's left, and they literally 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. I think they got 2 9s and like 14 10s. So that's an interesting card. Maybe one that you could grade to make money. I didn't do any research on it, but it's potential. Talked about Metal Universe, 2020 Metal Universe. This is going to be a really tough grade. Back is always soft. The corners are always a little bit white. I don't know that I'd be sending it in, but if you get them, they are super low pop, so you will make money if you grade these cards. They are super low pop, but we're not adding any tenths to the pop report here. All right, keep on moving. We are getting closer and closer to what I think is going to be the fun part, where I'm going to show you some of the cards and the problems with the cards and why they didn't grade well. And I don't think there's anything more valuable to seeing what people miss when they're grading cards. Because if you could learn and you could save that money and you could protect the misses, you have a better shot. If you can recoup something on your grading or something on the card, you have a better shot. All right. First up, we got this beautiful Bradley Beal Gold Disco. The front looks very clean. But the back, you can see the bubbling here. The whole top edge is peeling off. You can see it right there. Right here. See that whole thing peeling off? Oof. So no, just gotta turn the card over. This to me feels like a customer that did not look the cards over at all. FSU Scotty Barnes, I'm not grading college cards. Curry, red, white, orange shimmer, good card to grade. Unfortunately, didn't get the grade you wanted. Giddy Green, Larry Nance, gold shimmer, Cora Jade, and bomb number 2. We got a 6 here. Again, front looks really nice. Turn it over. You got a little micro. It's really tough to get. It's got a crease on here. You got a line going through here. So one other thing. Oh, and this corner is dinged in. Another rough one. Ja Pure Players. Devin Vassell. This one is a huge, you can see it right over my finger, huge fingerprint mark, fingernail mark. Not a fingerprint, a fingernail. See that right there? Ugh. Crushed. Luca. Same kind of thing. 2 little mini fingernail marks. 1, 2. Those are not dimples. Those are not factory issues. Those are fingernails that are going through the card. And that is going to get you a 6 or a 5 every single time. Got a 6. This one was a little bit harder for me to find. I did look these cards over beforehand so I wouldn't get stuck looking for them. And I got the same thing on the bottom that we saw on the top of the Beal. Got a line going through the entire thing. It's sort of like it was put into a mag incorrectly. And the mag closed on it and pinched the whole card. That's what it looks like to me. Moody. Trey Murphy 9. Jonathan Kuminga. All right, those were the damaged cards that should not have ever been graded. All right, topic number 3. Player collectability is paramount. Seems very obvious, seems very straightforward, but remember rule number 1 for grading cards for profit. You want to grade a card that somebody else is going to pay a premium for. Now, we have Jokic here. We have a PSA 10, $15 raw card, turns into $80 as a PSA 10. That's phenomenal. There's no doubt about it. That is a great value. But if you look at Curry, you're looking at a $30 raw card that turns into $187. So you're getting almost 2.5 times the return on just, especially if these cards are adding shipping, less than double the price. So you're getting a bigger return for less than a double. Not only that, what I look for, more importantly, if you have a PSA 9 in this card, you're breaking even. If you get a PSA 9 in the Jokic, you're losing money. I look for the safety. I'd rather get 1 Curry than 2 of these Jokic or another player. Now, he's a 2-time MVP, but he's just not that collectible still. No reason why. I don't know why. I wish he was. I think he's severely, severely undervalued. He has way fewer rookies than a lot of these guys. He is a better player than everybody in the NBA, basically. But he's just not that collectible. All right. I mean, you could see that from here, right? I don't even need to tilt it in the light. The whole thing is just straight bent. Wiseman. So that when I say the player collectability is the most important thing, it leads into the thing we talk about the most, which is that somebody else has to want to pay a premium for that card graded. I mean, those things it's pretty common sense that those things will go together, but I can't say it enough. I probably try to say it in every single one of these videos. And somebody asked the question the other day, would you go after third and fourth tier guys? No, I wouldn't. And you know why? Because I used to do that. I used to try to do that. I remember I got a Seth Mejias Breen Bowman Chrome Auto Black Label that I couldn't sell for $50 because nobody cared about him. Then I got a Mike Trout Blue Refractor BGS 9.5. They cost the same $3 raw at the time, and I sold that for $100. Get the cards or card that somebody else wants more. When you could expand the buyer pool by choosing the superstars and choosing who people are going after, you give yourself more and more opportunity to sell it and make money. Now, it could be a top prospect, it could be a Hall of Famer, it could be an older card, it could be the number one draft pick. You know, those are the kind, or if you want to take a chance, go for the ones that might be that. Go for the Jordan Loves that are in the news. Go for the Kyle Trask. Go for the up-and-coming second-string guy that might take the starting job. You know, those are fine guys to go after. But, again, we're not looking to shoot the moon here, right? I'm not looking, when I think about grading to make money, I'm not looking at hitting a home run. I'm looking at single, double, single, double, and as few outs as possible. I don't want to lose on them. I'll take a card that will break even or lose a little bit with a high upside, but I'll probably buy 4 or 5 of them to lower my risk. Right? I'll spread that risk around more cards that I think I could look over and have a high shot at grading well. This is a pretty cool run. We have 1991 Upper Decks. And if you look, this person absolutely destroyed this submission. And all of these cards go for a solid premium as 10s. So, again, I'll reiterate it. If you're hearing valuable things here and you want to hear more, hit that subscribe button. If you already subscribe or you don't, but you're not into it yet, that's cool. If you have a friend that's just getting into cards, the $1,000 challenge is perfect for them because they could see how we've done it. It's perfect for almost anybody, really. And please comment. Let us know what you're thinking. Agree, disagree, or something in the middle. We will try to answer every single comment. Here we go. And again, expanding your horizons daily. I haven't seen these cards graded. There's very few of them graded, but we got a Bart Simpson sticker back. PSA 9. There's 43 of these cards graded, only 4 10s. It's a $2 card, $2 sticker. Obviously, people probably peeled most of these. There's probably not a lot out there. A PSA 8 is $26. A PSA 9 is $80. A PSA 10 sold for almost when it was the pop one, sold for almost $1,000 last January. Now, obviously, that probably came down. It was last January, right? The whole market's come down. I get it. This is the kind of stuff that now when I go to a flea market, if I see these sitting around that are in good condition, I may pick them up. I may pick them up to send them in because I can make money on it. Like, this is probably a pop one of the Simpsons family. That's probably an enormous card to somebody. I will say, make sure you track pop reports. Make sure you track sales if you're going to get into this kind of stuff. Because there probably isn't as much demand for it as other cards. And we've seen that across other stickers and other sort of pop culture kind of cards. But this is cool. If you could find stuff like this, there will be some kind of market for it that probably hasn't been tapped into yet. So this is what I'm saying. Every sub will give you something new if you watch it and you look at it. And seeing these videos, because we're getting more cards back than anybody else and sending more cards in, you're going to see more of them than other people. Really appreciate you guys hanging in there with us today. We will have more and more of these coming up. We have a cool BGS order that we're going to put up either later today or on Monday. And might do a live reveal if we get a few more cards in. So if you're into all that stuff, hit that subscribe button. Click the little bell. Really helps us out. The more subscribers, the more people interacting, the more going on, the more we could do of this, which will help you guys out. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the comments. Look forward to doing more, and have a great weekend.